Hello everyone, I'm Gotti. I'm so sorry for not uploading any videos recently. I was mentally having horrible days, and also, I'm wearing a corset now because my back is aching from my work. I'm slowly recovering to the point that I'm able to record videos, so please don't worry. So let's get into the topic. Do you know what day March 17th was? In Japan, it was a release date of Puss in Boots 2. As some of you may know, my most favorite 3D animation studio is DreamWorks. I was so hyped for this movie that I went watching the first day of the release. And in short words, the movie was so amazingly fantastic. I've watched all DreamWorks films, including 2D animation ones, but it definitely came into my top tier list. So today, I want to talk about this movie, but since there were so many good things about this movie, I will just focus on two topics. Because it will be like 2 hours long video if I talk about every single point that I loved about this movie. And also, everyone is already talking about what makes this movie so great, so I think I don't have to summarize that. The first thing that I want to talk about is how the different elements were perfectly mixed together as one great movie. I felt as the creators included the wonderful things about childhood movies, as many as they can, and still were able to manage to unify a complete structure. For example, 3 main villains showed different themes through the story. The first villain, Goldilocks with 3 bears, were lovable enemies, and the interaction between them and Perito showed the importance of finding happiness in your circumstances. I think it was a super relatable and also a heartwarming life lesson. And for the second enemy, on the other hand, the wolf was a super menacing villain. In the beginning, I thought he was just a pure evil, but I'm quite surprised how he ended up as the coolest character in this movie. He showed the perfect conclusion for Puss to fight against the fear. The wolf was actually not a simple good or evil villain, because he's literally a death god. And it was really good aspect because the death is something we can never escape, and still we have to face against it through the life. And about the final villain, Big Jack Horner was also a fun character because he was the most simple bad guy in the story. I really love the fact that they included this kind of classical villain. Goldilocks was too good to call as a villain, and the wolf was actually more like a supernatural phenomenon than bad guy, so it will be less satisfying if they didn't add Jack as a conclusion for the adventure. Jack was a pure evil, a pure psycho that I enjoyed watching a lot. I also loved how he used the item from multiple fairy tales. I'm fond of villains who use this kind of unique weapons. For example, Lord Shen from Kung Fu Panda. Jack may be just a selfish monster, but that simplicity added another flavor to the movie. All these villains had different aspects, which I believe they made this movie truly entertaining in various ways. About the scene changes and the color schemes too, this movie was devised so well. All the moments were really unique, and still were able to fit perfectly together as one movie. Awesome moments, sad moments, and of course cool moments. They were all put into one story, and still, each of the moments were shining individually. In conclusion, that's the best point I loved about this movie. I never got bored, because every 15 seconds, something new was happening in the screen, and every single moment was just great. Okay, going to the second topic, I want to talk about the quality of Japanese dub. I'd like to talk about this since I think not many people is talking about it. About myself, I usually watch the original language version first in any movies, and then after that, I enjoy the dub version later. But this time, there was only a midnight show for the English version, so I had to watch the dub version first. The voice acting for Japanese dub was actually great. Before watching the dub, I was a bit worried because there is usually an issue about Japanese dubs. A film distribution company often prefers the trending idols rather than hiring actual voice actors. They do that to attract viewers, and most time it isn't that bad. But sometimes it really lacks the quality of dub. Gladly, the dub for Puss in Boots 2 was great. I actually have never got disappointed on DreamWorks dub casting. Masatoshi Hamada as Shrek is still one of my most favorite dubs of all time.
ママとパパより
舞踏会そんなんいかへんでなんでほんと難しいんで軽々しくね受けん方がいいっすよね
I'm really happy that they casted well this time too. Most of the main cast in this movie were actors who have the experience of dubbing before. There are famous voice actors in this movie too, such as Kenjiro Tsuda as a wolf and Subaru Kimura as a baby bear. I really enjoyed Puss's voice, dubbed by Koji Yamamoto. He's famous for samurai dramas, but to be honest, I didn't know much about him before watching this movie. The former voice actor of Puss was done by Naoto Takenaka. He's well known as a skilled actor, but he's also a talented comedian.
猫を怒らせたな。俺様は長靴を履いた猫だ。
Koji did a great job at expressing the Puss's emotion. I felt his Puss was portrayed as a young character who is kinda cocky and selfish. The main plot of the movie was about Puss becoming more open-minded to others and being able to care other feelings through the adventure. In this term, I really felt Koji did a great job on expressing that aspect. I also enjoyed Koji's version of the song, Who's Your Favorite Fearless Hero? The lyric and the expression was so natural that it was definitely easy for children to sing along. I also have to say, the dub for the wolf was perfect. The voice was dubbed by Kenjiro Tsuda, who is well known for his soothing low voice. He has done many cool characters in various anime. Probably the most famous voice is Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Even people like me who don't know much about anime recognizes him as Ikebo Seiyu, which means dandy voice actor.
おやおや、長靴を履いた猫じゃねえか。ここで会えるとはな。
どうも。
I have no wonder why I'm seeing many people on internet saying that Tsuda-Ken Wolf was hot. His voice was that great, and also so fearful at the same time. I can truly say that all the dub voice actors did a fantastic job. I truly admire the original language version in any contents, and always think that the original cast is the best for any movie. I always say Puss, acted by Antonio Banderas, is the best.
I am Puss in Boots.
But still, I think watching the dub makes it double the fun of the movie. Voice dub has an important role on introducing the film from different cultures. I love watching Japan anime in other languages too, because it brings me a new fun to hear how words are translated, and it makes me learn about other cultures. Puss in Boots 2 was such a fantastic movie. Yeah, I can't wait to go watch again. Thank you so much for watching. Before going, I'll be happy if you hit the like and subscribe to my channel. I'm recovering from my bad days. I hope I can make more videos from now. And have a wonderful day. Adios. Bye.